Hey guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Lexus RX 500h F Sport Performance. And a big thanks to Cameron and the rest of the management and staff here at Lexus of Wesley Chapel for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Wesley Chapel, Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Cameron. And for those of you guys who don't know, the RX has been a luxury mid-size crossover SUV sold by Lexus since 1998. The 5th generation RX that you see here was released last year for 2023, and for 2024, a new RX 450 Plus plug-in hybrid joins the lineup, sharing a power plant with the NX 450 Plus and offer 35 miles of pure electric range with the RX. And for 2024, the RX is available in 11 trims, ranging from the $48,000 base 350 all the way up to the $70,000 450 Plus. Here we have the 500h F Sport Performance sitting right below the 450 Plus with a $62,450 base price. What else we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So with this white metallic paint color and black contrasted wheels and trim, this is a sharp looking SUV. I really like the black theme for the bottom part of this grille. I just wish Lexus continued it for the top part of the nose. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But underneath the Lexus badge is your forward-facing camera, full front parking sensing with side sensing to help us out with 360. We get LED fog lights down below, functional airflow in the corner, and full LED headlamps with an LED daytime running light up top too. It's a 3-piece projector for the high and low beam. We'll take a step back, hopefully you can pick up the front styling for this 500h F Sport Performance. The F Sport Performance with the white metallic paint color is probably one of the sharpest looking SUVs in the midsize 2-row segment. The wheel and tire setup, also impressive. We get these 21-inch black rims wrapped in Bridgestone Alenza Sport all-season tires, dimensions being 235/50 R21, so the 50 series sidewall. The ride quality here should be fantastic, and with all-wheel drive, these 235 wide tires should be more than enough. We mentioned the side sensor. This black trim in the corner is functional for the heat extractor, and we have an additional heat extractor that leads for our brakes for the F Sport Performance. And speaking of F Sport Performance, we get a 6-piston front brake caliper, super beefy. It's just a single piston out rear, but it's still painted black, looking very premium. All body color trim for the wheel well area, body color rocker panel side skirts. We get a 2-tone contrasted door handle, if you could even call it a door handle, because it doesn't actually open conventionally. Just a click of a button, the door opens without even moving the handle. We get a black contrasted mirror with an additional camera underneath to help us out with 360, LED turn signal on it, blind spot monitoring on the glass. We get all black trim for the window trim, blacked out B and C pillar, and the C pillar has a nice swoosh of black trim that leads to the top of the spoiler. The spoiler, unfortunately, I kind of wish was also blacked out, especially with the black theme on the roof. I just wish it was continued. But in the aftermarket, you guys can put some vinyl trim. It'll cost a few $100, but it'll make this SUV look a lot sharper. We get 4-door smart access. We mentioned same rear wheel and tire setup. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper, but it's still painted black just like up front. Additional side sensor for the rear for the 360. The gas cap is not pushed to open. I'll show you the latch is inside. Full LED taillights, turn signals, and reverse lights. The LED for the brake light continues in the center. Lexus right above. Shout out Lexus of Wesley Chapel for helping make this review possible. More black trim in the corners, full rear parking sensing. RX 400h logo with Direct 4 indicating the 4-wheel drive right underneath. We take a quick look at the dual exhaust tips, but since this is a hybrid setup, we can't really rev it up. It does let you rev to like 1500 RPM, but since that's the case, we'll skip that part and just let you guys hear how it really sounds when you take it out for a drive. All right guys, here you have the 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid setup sold by Lexus for the 2024 RX 500h F Sport Performance, cranking out a combined output of 366 horsepower, 406 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive setup. You can expect this 4,793-pound SUV to get to 60 in around 5.5 seconds. So pretty good performance, about a second quicker than the standard non-hybrid, non-F Sport RX 350. What you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down. The hydraulic struts are appreciated, and it's a very easy process to both open and close it. We get washers for both of the headlamps too. Nice premium touch. We're taking a step inside. Speaking of premium touch, let's see what we get for a near top trim Lexus RX. For 2023, this would have been a top trim. We mentioned that the door handles don't actually move. It opens with a click of a button in the back of it. Same thing for the opening function from the inside. You just press this button and the door opens up. But up top, we get soft touch, suede Alcantara in the center with some white contrast stitching, leatherette trim in the center too, and some gushy soft leather for the armrest. You get dual pane windows up front, four-way adjustable mirrors, power folding mirrors, lock and unlock, massive storage. You'll fit 2 footlongs on top of each other and a big gulp right in front of it. We get 2 Mark Levinson speakers on this door panel, and this sound system sounds incredible. The seats are unbelievably supported. Leather seats with some suede Alcantara for the bolstering. I kind of wish they gave us adjustability for the bolstering notch, because at 185 pounds, I think this is starting to get a little bit too tight. So anybody a little bit heavier or wider set than me may consider these seats a little bit uncomfortable. So some bolstering adjustability would be really appreciated, like what you would get from the competition in, say, BMW or Mercedes, even Volvo. Anyway though, we have perforated leather in the center, heated and ventilated seats. You can adjust lumbar control, recline, drop, lift, and slide, and it says F Sport on the headrest. Taking a step inside, it says F Sport for the nameplate as you step inside too. And taking a seat inside from the brake, engine start stop, and everything fires right to life. But as you see, guys, this is a seriously premium interior. Also, what we see throughout most of the new luxury SUV or luxury segment in general is this massive integrated screen. The digital gauge display is about 12 inches and a 14-inch touchscreen. The steering wheel is thick. You have white contrast stitching on it, perforated for the 9 and 3 area. 10 and 2 bolster notch is pretty fat too. 9 and 3 fits perfectly in your hands. We get a stitched horn area, Lexus badge on it, the horn itself. Loud and aggressive, people should be definitely getting out of your way. We get dual panes. I can't demonstrate it for you guys because we have some fresh tints on these windows. F Sport in the bottom of the wheel. With the infotainment screen, what you see is basically what we get on the left side. You can see your coolant temperature, fuel on the right side, digital speedo, and eco to charge indicator. This is at least what you're looking at in the eco mode. You can throw it into sport, and things do change up a little bit with the tack now being up top with the red theme as well. Anyway though, we can throw it back into eco. We'll start the review off in eco, try out sport as well, and just see what the differences are. These buttons in the corners adjust the heads up display, not the digital gauge display. Hopefully you guys can pick it up on camera with all of the potential adjustments. Cool, very crisp, very large heads up display too. We get these magnesium feeling paddle shifters, super satisfying click, auto headlamps, auto high beams, daytime running lights, fog lights, and we get auto rain sensing wipers, all super appreciated features. Power tilt and telescoping steering column too. Hopefully you get a good look at the aluminum outline pedals and a massive size depth pedal. Gas cap release, trunk release, 2-person or 3-person memory seats, interior brightness, a little bit of piano black outside of the touchscreen. Dashboard is all soft touch. We mentioned the heads up display. The touchscreen, it's a 14-inch. Unfortunately, Toyota and Lexus have a subscription-based system where you have to like sign up, create an account, so I can't demonstrate the navigation for you guys. But the response for this system is unbelievable. We get the music adjustments, phone, vehicle settings, shows you your tire pressure, and a whole bunch of other stuff. All-wheel drive torque distribution, alert, energy flow, awesome. Anyway, beneath that we have our overall general settings where you can create all of your accounts and set up the navigation potentially. Heated and ventilated front seats and rear seats. We'll check that out once we hop out back. Heated steering wheel too. Unfortunately, all the climate control is adjusted through these touch sensors. The only thing that's not touch sensitive is the temperature adjustment, which is located right over here, which I guess is appreciated because a lot of manufacturers are doing touch sensors even for that nowadays. Beneath that, defroster. Volume dial has a pretty okay feel to it. It feels a little bit cheap for the rest of this interior. Wish we had something more towards these climate controls. We have our park assist, camera view. Right now we're looking at a 360 from the inside perspective. You press it one more time and it returns right back where we were. Air vents down below, we have 4 separate vents. These go directly in your face and this will blow towards your midsection. 2 USB-C ports, massive storage compartment. You can close this cubby up, exposes some of this faux aluminum trim, and inside we have USB A and C port, wireless charging pad, and storage compartment. We get some really soft leather trim for your knee will often hit. The gear selector controls a 6-speed automatic transmission. To throw it into reverse, you simply push to the left, and as soon as you push to the left, we get a forward-facing camera and a 360, which is adjustable. We'll check the adjustments out in 1 second. Then you push forward, and now we're in reverse with a backup camera with a center marker, still a 360, and you can turn on or off the guidance lines and trajectory. Cool. You can also see a different view for the backup and the overall settings beneath that. But we mentioned that there's adjustments for this backup camera. Let's check out. So for a forward-facing camera, you can have a over-the-top forward-facing or right back where we were. You can also turn guidance lines or trajectory off and have the automatic function turned on or off for one reason or another. Cool. Go right back to the previous screen. Behind that, we have our electronic parking brake and brake hold. You turn off the traction control right next to it with the snow mode, I believe, as well. You can fit 24-ounce bottles in these cup holders, and if you push this button, it lifts up as well. So you can also drop it too, so you can fit longer bottles and have them be a little bit more sturdy. The center console armrest has pretty good padding, white contrast stitching. It opens in 2 separate directions. That's also really cool. Nice and convenient for both people up front. Line and felt, I'd expect you to fit 16 to 18 12-ounce cans in there. Very spacious. You get soft touch above the glove box. The glove box is also soft touch, damped, line and felt, and very large. You're fitting 35 plus license plates in there. You'll fit 2 pairs of shoes with no problem. More of that faux aluminum trim. And we get a digital rear view mirror, 3 garage home link settings, and the adjustments for the rear view mirror. You can turn it between an old school and digital. It's frameless and auto dimming, of course. The interior lights are touch sensitive and they're LED. We can open up this shade once we figure it out and open up the roof right after. The shade opens up pretty quickly and this moon roof is massive. We'll see how far it opens up in 1 second. Okay, and to open up the roof, you just press and hold. The roof also opens up pretty quickly. We'll see how far it goes, see if it goes out any further. It does not. So not the largest opening, but we can poke our way out of here. Decent day today in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Cloudy and 59 degrees. For Florida, that's a little bit chilly, but for the rest of the country, I'm sure you would love to have 59 degrees right about now. Leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin, but that's about it for the front seat of this 2024 Lexus RX 500h F Sport. And so far, it is impressive. With the ultra white exterior paint color, you guys can pause, take a look at all of the standard features. And we get a ton of options too. For $62,450 for the base price, we pay $550 for the 120 volt AC outlet, $250 for the cold area package. That's really important for Florida. That includes windshield wiper deicer and a heated steering wheel. $1,670 for the convenience package, giving us a 360-degree camera, advanced park assist, and traffic jam assist with 3-year trial included. Heated and ventilated power rear seats for $1,230, $1,565 for the triple beam LED headlamps, $500 for the glass roof, that's a good deal, $2,265 for the Mark Levinson sound system, and 14-inch display. Drive Connect cloud navigation, intelligent assistant included for 3 years as well. $150 for the power rear door with kick sensor, premium paint for $500, $475 for the tech package, $340 for the all-weather floor liner and cargo mat, $25 for the key glove, and $75 for the cargo net, $1350 for the delivery, processing, and handling fee, totaling us out a tick over $73,000. So this is a loaded RX 500h F Sport. This is about as loaded as you're gonna get an RX-4 outside of the all-new 450 Plus. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. I really like the way these tents look with this white on black contrast. We still don't get a rear door handle for the back, but not a big deal, just a button to open from both sides. Soft touch up top, suede Alcantara in the center, gushy soft leather armrest, auto one-touch window, Mark Levinson speaker, and a massive storage compartment down below. You'll fit quite a few car accessories. The rear seats are also well bolstered, more of that suede Alcantara theme, not the most bolstering up top, but solid bolstering for the butt. We have perforation too, heated and ventilated seats, and you can fold them with clicks of a button. Legroom, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have 5 or 6 inches of knee room, headroom, about ½ an inch. It's a little bit compromised because of the moonroof. But if you're under 6'3", 6'4", I'd expect you to fit behind your seat settings back here with no problem. Heated and ventilated rear seats with a full 3rd zone climate control, 2 USB-C ports, and our air vents. We don't get air vents here like we do on the new TX, and a full Alcantara headliner. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. Very premium overall feel. Using these buttons for the recline function, we can see how far these seats do recline. Wow, so in the full recline function, I have about 4 or 5 inches of overall headroom. It does compromise a little bit of knee room, but I really feel like the king of the road back here. We get mat pockets behind both of the front seats, center cubby. We can pop it out. We get cup holders up front. You'll fit 12 to 16 ounce water bottles in there, and a true console. You'll fit quite a few car accessories in there. Probably 1,000, 1,500 business cards, probably 4 or 5 packs of pens, crayons, coloring books, whatnot. We get hooks for both of the grab handles out back with some soft touch material for the grip of the grab handle. The lights back here are still touch sensitive and LED. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. That's about it though, guys, for the back seat. You press this button and the door shoots open. Let's hop out towards the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2024 Lexus RX 500h out for a drive. So it doesn't take very long for the door to open. It gives you a second to take a step back so you don't get doofed in the face. The step in is on the lower side at 6 feet tall and about 5-6 inches away from the step in. So if you have older or smaller pets, they shouldn't have the toughest time hopping back here, but with the sloped roof design, it may compromise a little bit of their overall headroom. Here we have our subwoofer for the Mark Levinson sound system, and for a mid-size SUV that starts at around 60,000 bucks, yes, it's a $2,200 option for the sound system, but under 65K to have a sound system this good, unbelievable, guys. The secret storage, let's see what we have going on under here. Since it's a hybrid, it's probably not going to be the most secret storage, but we still get a little bit, and a spare tire, also nice to see for a hybrid. Jack right behind it. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much cargo space is back here with the second row up and with the second row folded down. But what you see is basically what we get. We have 2 separate buttons to drop the trunk. This button drops the trunk, this button drops it and locks the vehicle. We don't need a lock, so we'll just press the button on the left, and again, gives you about half a second to get out of the way, so you don't have to worry about getting duped in the head. We have an additional heat extractor out back. Actually, it's not functional, but as you see, it definitely aids to the aggressive styling. And speaking of aggressive styling, this is one of the best looking mid-size two-row SUVs on the road today. Believe it or not, I actually prefer the styling here over a BMW X5, over a Mercedes GLE. Even though we have the new 450 Plus plug-in hybrid setup, this is still the most powerful way into a 2024 Lexus RX. And speaking of that, let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Lexus RX 500h F Sport Performance. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, though, you don't feel anything in this interior. As far as ride quality, this is really one of the best when it comes to the class that it's in. Over a huge bump, let this guy get in front of us. All right, taking a step out here over the big bump. Ride quality is unbelievable. Lean into it, it is powerful. Through the turn, you don't really feel a lot through the wheel, but the handling is good. Lean into it more. Ooh, we catch up the traffic really quickly. One more twisty, brakes feel good. Handling is solid. Let's try an acceleration off the line. Looks like a good opportunity to do that. Make sure nobody's behind us. All right, guys, off the line in eco mode. Ooh, it is powerful. Ooh. Wow, yeah, it is strong. Even though it's a 6-speed transmission, the ratios aren't ridiculously long. Brakes feel good, throwing it in. I mean, in eco mode, the steering is really light, but as you see, it doesn't slow down the handling all that much. There is some body roll, but really, whew, nothing to really complain about with an SUV weighing in almost 5,000 pounds. The ride quality really is unbelievable. But we can try it out in sport mode, see what changes up. The revs immediately increase, steering gets a little bit tighter, throttle's a little bit more sensitive. Yeah, the steering becomes a lot more responsive too. Less dead area on center. We try out a real world turning radius, see what this thing's got. It is sharp, and on the gas. Oh God. Yeah, sport mode makes a big difference in this SUV. You do feel more, I feel like, in the ride quality department too. So I guess we have adaptive dampers. Whew. Yeah, with this hybrid setup, it offsets all the turbo lag. Ooh, good handling, guys. So nimble. We could try one out off the line in sport mode, see if anything changes up. Sport mode, off the line, on the gas. Way more responsive. Whew. I like the sound that it gives you too. It's a fake induction noise in sport, but it does sound pretty good. We can take it out of sport, no need to beat it up a whole lot further. One more twisty, good handling, good torque. One thing that I'm noticing though, this all-wheel drive system, the way that it's set up, it's not a conventional all-wheel drive, it's a hybrid all-wheel drive. So the gas motor, it's a powerful gas motor with about 275 horsepower and 300-ish pound-feet of torque. That's all being sent directly to the front wheels. The rear wheels are getting the two separate AC electric motors, which combine the outputs of 366 and 409 pound-feet. So 75% of the power here is getting sent to the front wheels. That's why if you really launch it off the line, expect to get a little bit of wheel spin up front, and keep that in mind for bad weather. Other than that, if you guys are looking for a top-of-the-line luxury performance SUV, but instead of something that's doing 60 in the 4-second range, you're okay with getting there in 5.5 in exchange for being more comfortable. If you're looking to prioritize comfort over anything else while still having a quick overall spacious SUV, this is a perfect one to check out, and I would 100% recommend doing so. And a big thanks to Cameron and the rest of the management and staff here at Lexus of Wesley Chapel for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Wesley Chapel, Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out, and ask for Cameron. And huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you'd like to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.